everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of the Baking Sheet. So, we're on a 10th episode. That's kind of wild to think about. But this week, we're going to do another Zendikar draft. It wasn't exactly something that I was planning on doing. I was hoping to have some standard content, but I did a draft last night, and it's the most fun deck that I have been able to draft. I've only played one game with it, but it's everything that I've ever wanted in a Zendikar draft. So I figured I would go ahead and show that to you and play it out for your eyes as well. As you can see, finally have my webcam back. So all of you that were missing that, then it's here. Hopefully it's good. I'm still not fully convinced on that, but hey, it's okay. So let's go ahead and switch over and show you guys what this deck is, because it's a doozy. Now, my first pick was the Lull Mage's Familiar, and I kind of took like a gamble. I've been really liking the blue-based kicker and like rogue and mill decks and stuff like that, so I figured why not give the blue-green kicker deck a try. Lull Mage's Familiar is, it's ramp, it's life gain if you can kick stuff, so, and it's just a 3-mana 2/4. It's pretty helpful. But there's a lot of kickers. So I actually ended up taking the Rooster Drakes over the rare kicker creature. I can't remember what it did. Yeah, I don't even remember what it did, but Rooster Drakes is just too good. So what Rooster Drakes is it's a 1 blue enchantment, but it also has a kicker of 2 and a blue. And when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, you get a 2/2 flying Drake. But then anytime you cast a kick spell, you get a 2/2 Drake. So when you have a bunch of cheap kicks like Shell Shield, so it's only 1 and a blue to kick it, and it gives creature +0/+3 and hexproof, well, then you're also making a 2/2 Drake. And then you got like Into the Royal, 4 mana, bounce something, draw a spell, get a Drake. You got Might of Marasa, 5 mana, pump your creature for 5, get a Drake. You got Inscription of Insight. Does a lot of things if you kick it. So there's just all kinds of cool kicker payoffs. I also have one of the Tazim Royal Mage that when you kick it, you get to return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. I actually drafted 3 of these, but I don't really want or need 3. So we just went with the 2 there. But I also have a Ruin Crab that I actually got really late and I was surprised about. But, Ruin Crab, and then you got 2 of these Roiling Regrowths, sack a land, search your library for up to 2 basics, put them onto the battlefield tapped. With Ruin Crab, it's pretty good. Then you kick your mage, you get your Roiling Regrowth back, you do it all over again. I also have a Scale the Heights, play an extra land, draw a card, put a counter on something. So, all kinds of synergy. The Kazandu Stomper, return up to 2 lands to your hand when it enters the battlefield, and it's just a 6/5 trampler. Then you got your, Glacial Grasp for a good, tempo type thing. Tajiro Blightblade, kind of the same thing. Stops a lot of ground attackers. Got a Dauntless Survivor, kind of buff up the Ruin Crabs and stuff like that. Got a couple Risen Riptide, really good with all your kicker spells. And then a couple Territorial Scythe Cat as well. Just a 3-mana 2/1 trampler that grows into something like they have to deal with it. And then we got a pretty good kicker payoff of whenever you cast a kick spell, Scry 2. It's already a 5-mana 4/4 flyer, so that's good on its own. But being able to have that extra, kicker advantage in there makes it much, much better. I just realized that my camera wasn't on, but we'll stick with that. That's okay. So, like I said, I already have 1 win, but after that win, I was like, man, I want to make a video about this. This deck's just too fun. I got to share it with everybody. So, let's see how we do. Hopefully we get a good amount of wins. That's going to be the entire goal here. So, if you haven't heard already, I have a goal for my YouTube channel to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year. This year's been a little wild, and I'm hoping I can get back on track, get everything set up again, get everybody, just get a better feel for it, get a better schedule going. So if you all can stay with me on that, I would greatly appreciate it. But my goal is 200 subscribers by the end of the year. So if anybody can help me out with that, I would very much appreciate it. Mesa links, okay. I mean, that's fine. Rolling Regrowth is good. So I think I'm actually going to play the Lull Mage's Familiar first, and then the turn after go Scythe Cat land, and then also have Shell Shield up. Okay. Because this is already a 2-4. They have to do quite a bit. Like, they have to have some type of pump spell or something like this, something like that, for it to kill our Familiar. So actually probably won't even block. Yeah. No real need to at the moment. Let's see if they're doing anything here. Nahiri's Binding. Okay. Well, thankfully I still get that I still get the 2 life if it gets kicked, which is nice. Prowling Felidar. That is an annoying card. No blocks there. Alright, so the good thing, however, is I have this Roiling Regrowth, so I can just go ahead and attack into this. If they offer the trade, okay, they don't, but that's alright. Gonna go ahead and just play another Lull Mage's Familiar. Now any kick spell is 4 life, which is really good. Okay, well, that's fair. That's strange. Why didn't they attack with that? Huh. So that's 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have 7 mana. Okay. I guess I just hold off then. We do have the Royal Mage to regrow something if we need to. Now they're blocking, or now they're attacking. Strange. Okay. We'll go ahead and block the Mesa links. And then if they have some type of pump spell or something, we'll just Shell Shield. Okay, so kick that, gain 4 life, negate the Prowling Felidar here. Okay. Alright. I would like to save these Roiling Regrowths for if we ever find a our Ruin Crab, especially with this Royal Mage in hand too. Journey to Oblivion. Okay, so they'll probably target this and then we'll Shell Shield again. Now it has Hexproof. It is nice. I agree. Well, alright. Okay, Riptide's good. Riptide is definitely something that we wanted to see. Because now we can kick the Royal Mage, still leave up Spell Shield, and turn this into a 5/5. Another Felidar, sure. And a land, okay. Thankfully, the Risen Riptide still stonewalls that for a bit. So we'll go ahead and kick this, gain 4 life. Turn that into a 5/5. Oh, never mind. I thought I could keep up the Shell Shield, but I guess not. Oh, alright, never mind. That's what I was thinking. I knew I had a reason for things. You don't know me. So we're now at 25. They're down to 11. I can throw this Royal Mage in front of either of these creatures. It's not going to hurt me any. And now we have our double Roiling Regrowth. So if we ever do find our Ruin Crab, we're going to be set. Although that is 4, 5, 6, 7 of our lands. Morag. That's not good. Morag? 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 I'm not sure how to say that. Can definitely be terrifying. Into the Royal, however, is really good. Okay, so I guess we just chill then. Wait for them to go to combat. Because the thing with Morag is you definitely want to do your landfall trigger after you attack. So many Prowling Felidars. I mean, it is common, but still. Because if you do it after your first one, you actually just skip a combat phase, so you don't really get an extra one. As weird as that sounds. Okay, cool. So we enter the Royal, kick, bounce. Ooh. Okay, that was really good. Go to blockers. Block here. Double block here. They can kill our Royal Mage, but that's perfectly fine. And we kill 2 of their 3 Felidars. Awesome. Scry 2, draw 2. So we'll just hold this up. I will go ahead and attack with this. We have the Shell Shield up so we can turn our Riptide into 5/8. So we should have this. Especially if that's their play. Because now we just bounce both with Inscription, Shell Shield, and win. Oh, well, I guess I can't actually do both. Oh, well, okay, so never mind. I can't. Hold on. Bastard attackers. They are attacking. Strange. I mean, so we block and Shell Shield? Which they know we have. Get another 4 life, turn you into a 5/8. And then so I can make sure to kill them. I'm going to do this. Okay. So now just play it normal. Return you. Oh, wait, hold on. I wonder. 4, 8. Okay, yeah. So I'll just kick this. Doop, doop, and doop. Turn you 2. I will scry 2, draw 2. And then we'll hit you for exactly 8. There we go. Man, this deck is so much fun. Why can't this be a good standard deck? Can we make it a good standard deck? Kicker is just so much fun. Into the Royal is an awesome card. Alright, so that puts us 2-0. So, let's see, what else? Oh, I stream over on Twitch. Gingerbeard Man Gamer there as well. I'm going to get back to my schedule of streaming on Wednesdays and Sundays. This week, I'm trying to think. This week, I'm actually going to try maybe play some Phasmophobia too. That will either be the Wednesday or Sunday stream, just depending on timing of the other people that want to play and stuff like that. So keep on the lookout for that. It's one of those games that's super spooky. I don't do great with spooky, but it also seems like a lot of fun. And I know it's kind of the hype right now, so, jump on the hype train while I can. This is somewhat risky, but I am going to keep it because I only need one more land and the entire hand is pretty much unlocked. Okay. The Tajuru Blight Blade. Putting some poison on his dagger there. That has double strike. That's rude. So we will see what they do here. We might, unfortunately, just have to end of the royal this, depending on what they do. If they do like a, yeah. So we'll just go ahead and bounce this now. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now it's going to take them a while to actually set anything up there. Well, I guess they can do it all this turn. Like if they wanted to, they could just play the Blade Master and equip it, which would turn it into a 3/2 double strike. And that's not nothing, but it does just die to the familiar. Okay. I guess we get the Riptide down and pass the turn. So if they attack, I might just block. But if they attack, they more than likely have some type of pump spell. But I guess we'll see what happens. Ah, okay. So, based on that play, I'm just going to go ahead and block. The reason being, if they had another pump spell, all they had to do was go to the attacks, let me block with the 2/4, and then use that, and then it would have just killed it. Like, it wouldn't even be a trade. It would have just been dead. All right, so get our other 05 down. Obviously, no attacks. Hopefully, I'm not too terribly loud for all of you. Ebon slept. Yeah, so if they did it that other way, if they swing, I'm just going to take 5 here. If they did it that way, then they could have just killed my Lull Mage's Familiar for basically nothing instead of trading there. But it's okay. You know, if I could get another land, that would be just fantastic. We'll do this. That way I have a blocker. We've seen one more land in our first, what? So they haven't missed a land drop. It's 5, 6, 7 cards. Well, I can no longer trade. I am still just gonna let it go. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, alright. No attacks, no blocks. Well, I will block, but... So the cool thing is, depending on what happens, if they go for like a full swing out, we block here, yeah, sure, and use the shell shield to kill some things. If they just attack with the sellsword, then I'm not sure. Okay. Let's give 0/3. Okay, yeah. So we'll block there. Shell shield. So this doesn't die. We kill their thing. It's a land. Sweet. Alright, so. Oh, but I don't have second blue. Oh, man. Well, then I messed that whole turn up. I just didn't even pay attention. So then I definitely should have just played this and played the land. I wasn't even thinking. Well, we're just going to play this now anyway. And then, we just have our 0/5s. I always forget that it needs double blue. Sad times. Also, is that Omnath in the... Okay, no. It just looked like it with the noodle arms. Okay. So, let's see. That can pump up to a 3/5 if they want to. There's no other clerics for them to give lifelink. They can also equip and pump. Okay. Guess we will just see what happens here. Myriad Captain. Enters battlefield, put a counter on it for each creature in your party. Okay. Lots of warriors. Now that's a 5/4. Oof. Guess we just block there. I know it takes our flying blocker away, but hopefully we hit a land and we just don't have to worry about it. I mean, technically. So this will turn into a 4/3. But we will be able to get our double blue. Alright, well, I guess that's our plan for now. We will probably block and trade with the Outrider. They're just going that route. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. It's actually not something that we are too terribly worried about. Has vigilance too. That's just rude. Yep, so they're going for the turn 2 clock here. Well, 2 turn clock. Alright, so we do this. Sacrifice forest. Go get double blue. Now that's a 4/3. And we can just into the royal there. Yeah. Okay. So wait for attacks. If they go to attack with just the captain, we just bounce it with into the royal. Hopefully draw another land, and we can get this like Kazandu stopper down. Or Lull Mage's Familiar. Although we would actually probably play... Okay, cool. Come on, attach it to your flyer. No? Okay. Well, that's still alright. Okay. So we're going to lose our Scythe Cat, which is annoying. But we're going to kill pretty much everything else. Bounce the captain, which they can replay it, but that's not a big deal. Now, if we draw exactly Shell Shield, then we can save... Okay. So this can only go up to a 3/3. So we block here, give this 0/3. Sure. Block here, Shell Shield, Scythe Cat. Take 2. But we should be okay now. Hopefully we draw a land. That's not a land. But the bright side is we can play the Lull Mage's Familiar and play Dauntless Survivor. So this gives 2/1. So they can equip both if they want to. Only the one attacker. I kind of need to start getting a little aggressive here. I think the Kite Sail is the only way we lose that turn, but we were dead to that anyway. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. And to land. All right. Come on, opponent. What you got? We do have one more into the Royal. Yeah. So we could draw that. Land works too. And then we'll just play our 4/4 flyer. And again, I think I'm just going to attack here. At some point, they will have to start blocking to not die. And we don't really have a ton of time, so. Well, nothing I can do against that anyway. Yep. Yeah. Top decks are top decks. Stumbled on land there for a little bit and then didn't really have a way to get back up after that, but it happens. Magic's magic. Now we're 2-1. But that's okay. I think once I finally actually get to the standard decks, I would like to do the Grixis Control that's been running around, Autumn Burchett and Emma Handy's Grand Prix Finals Gruul lists, and then Dimir Rogues. Those are the 3 decks that they're grabbing my attention right now. I almost have everything for the Gruul Adventures, mainly missing lands on that. Same with the Dimir Rogues, but the Grixis list, I'm trying to remember what all I'm missing. I think like 4 rares still or something like that. So hopefully I can get videos on those out to you guys soon. And then while we're waiting, if you haven't already, check out aetherhub.com. I am a part of Team Aether, and it's a great place to go to for any type of, decks, metagame, turn 1 Ruin Crab, yes please. Finding all your deck lists, finding out what the current metagame for any format is, importing decks into Arena and MTGO. They have the NTGA assistant that helps you keep track of everything. So if you haven't already, definitely check that out. Okay. So next turn, I'll go ahead and play the Territorial Scythe Cat and then scale the heights the turn after. Okay. Mill Tree. Play Scythe Cat. We already got rid of a Clerical Life's Bond, Seagate Banneret, Farside Adept, all kinds of goodies. Sweet. So next turn with the Scale the Heights, I can potentially get this up to a 5/4. So we shall see. Ah, darn. But do get to mill another 3. And play a Blade. Do I attack? I guess so. Like, we don't have a guaranteed land draw, and if they want to double block, then that's fine. We will just kill the Core Celebrant. Get rid of their life gain. It's not a card that we want them to have. And then next turn, we can play a Lull Mage's Familiar. They had another one. Good on them. Sweet. So play the Lull Mage's Familiar. Play the land. 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we draw land, we can actually kick the Skyclave Sentinel, which is good. And I'm going to go ahead and attack, actually. I know it seems kind of strange, but if they just trade with the Pack Beast, then we're getting rid of something for, like, if they have some type of party payoff. Which it looks like it's what they're going for, because they have Cleric, Rogue, Warrior. Thought I saw a Warrior back here. Yeah. So, looks like they're like black-white party. Orzhov, if you will. And if we're able to kick this, that's going to feel pretty good. Sure. Can't play anything just yet. Hell yeah. So mill them another 3. Kick the Skyclave Sentinel. Draw a couple or gain a couple life. And now we have a 4/5 flyer. Good, we got rid of a 2 Feed the Swamp and a Nahiri's Binding. I'm okay with that. Feed the Swarm. Wow. I can read. Shut up. Cleric Lifespawn, sure. Then they just play the Blight Priest and Drain for 1. But we have this flyer. We should be able to outraise them. Plus, they only have 12 cards left in their deck. And we have a Chilling or Glacial Grasp to keep that down for a couple of turns. And we drew another land. Man. Never didn't have it. Alright, go to combat. Swing in with the Sentinel. Skyclave Shadowcat. I like that card. And a Relic Vial. Alright. Getting rid of some decent things. Glacial Grasp also mills them. Turn 1 Ruin Crab. If that sticks on the board, then it's pretty tough to beat. Sure. So when I go to combat, we'll just go ahead and tap down the Cleric. Mill them 2 more, draw a card. Ooh, is that an aura? It is. Good. So now that's tapped down for a couple of turns. We will throw this here. Play our land, put them down to 3 cards. All lands. Okay. No. Now we're pretty much just playing the waiting game. Now they're down to 2. If we draw a land, game over. If not, just don't attack and wait a couple turns. Yep. Nice little engine there. Very reminiscent of the Indulgent Practitioner, that type of deck. Yep. Show me land. No. Well, that's okay, though. Do get to gain some life. So we'll just pass. Not really do anything. Sure. Man, both cards I needed. That's okay. Oh, jeez. So now it's a drain 2 for every life gain. We're in a little bit of danger here. Thankfully, we do have this life gain. And nothing they have has trample. Okay. So go to blockers. We block you here. You here. You here. And you here. See what they have. If they had like a Vanquish the Weak or something like that, I would imagine they would already have used it. So we are getting hit for 5, but we're going to gain 2 of that life back with the familiar. Malakir Rebirth. Yeah, alright. We will kick. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Do that. So we will lose a couple more. Oh, never mind, because... Oh, no, they are clerics. Okay, never mind. And land. Ta-da! We win! Ruin crab. All hail the crab people. Turn 1 Ruin Crab. Just can't beat it. I'm telling you. Best card. Actually, I got that like really late pack 2. And I'm sorry, if I see that thing at all, I am not letting that pass. Period. Doesn't matter if I am pure red white. If I see a Ruin Crab, it's gone. Not doing it. The card's just too good. Although I guess granted, in these type of drafts, you're very unlikely to play the people that you drafted with. But still, it's too powerful not to have. And I think with the Artisan event, I'm going to be playing a mill deck made by John Ramos. And he's another MTG streamer. He mainly plays Historic, but the Artisan event is also Historic, so he built a pretty cool looking blue-red mill deck for that. Alright, so we are on the draw. We have more islands than we do forests, and we already have 3 lands. I'm going to keep it. It's kind of risky, but we have all 3 of our End of the Royals, so if we ever do get that blue land, then we are just set. If we ever get that blue land, don't do it. Not like this. It's gonna be like this. Okay. This thing has vigilance too, doesn't it? Yep. They flipped the Kazandu Mammoth? Strange. Why didn't they attack first? Also strange. But they could have done both, right? Oh, no, I guess not. All right. Well, now we're getting hit for 6. If we don't hit a blue land, we are kind of screwed. There we are. I have to play the familiar and just kind of hope. Like, we'll get hit for 7 here. But then actually we should be good. So block there. That's fine. Like, it hurts, obviously, but it's fine. Well then. So we block here, bounce that. Yeah, bounce the Zendikar, take 3, gain 2, go to 2. I think that's our only play. We needed this island like 5 turns ago. And it is wild. We have more islands than we do forests. It just decided not to be friends with us. Okay, so pass to attackers. Go to blocks. Block here. Into the royal. Bounce the Zendikar. Gain 2 life, draw a card, go to 2. They can replay the Zendikar here. Ooh, that's not good. We are probably dead now. Oh yeah, we're definitely dead. Rough. I mean, it is what it is. It's a rough way to lose, but you know. The hand was stacked if I drew that island earlier. I think it just was unfortunate that it waited so long to get there. I'm not worried about the mastery. But that's okay. One more win, we'll get 3 packs instead of 2 at least. So, yeah. I don't think that's a hand that I would ship, like, knowing what happened. I think I would still take it again. Which is something that's, like, always good to remember of just, like, don't always go, oh, well, I shouldn't have kept that hand because I lost. Well, not necessarily, because if that first island that I drew was actually, or the first forest that I drew, if that was an island, that game was probably ours. Like, if we were able to go turn 3 familiar and then turn 4 into the royal, their 4/4, block their thing, set up with the Riptide, like, things would have been much better. But it didn't work out that way, so it's just unfortunate. I don't think that's anything to, like, feel bad about. Oh, cool. We can make this into a 1/4. I don't know how relevant it is, but... Or do I just make this a 2/2? Yeah, we'll make this a 2/2. What did they mill? Seafloor Stalker, Dreadworm, Cleric of Depths. Okay. Of Chill Depths. My bad. Next turn, if we draw land, I will play the Scale the Heights. Okay. Get rid of Royal Mage and Riptide. We milled a land. Damn. Mill them for 3. Hit them for 2. And If they lay a creature, we'll just chill grasp it. They did. Good. Chill grasp. Get bounced. Or get tapped. Ah, okay, so the Scale of the Heights would have given us another land. That's okay. And we'll play Wall Mage's Familiar here. Get in for 2. Already got 12 cards in the graveyard. That feels good. Now we can kick the Into the Royal. Good thing is this Skitter Sneak can be blocked by the Familiar. I mean, we can lay our own Falconer. I don't think I want to do that, though. Well, we finally missed a land drop. That's a little sad. Probably want to try and get rid of this Falconer if I can. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do this now. Gain a couple life. Bounce that. They can play it again if they want to. Not really worried about it. Sure. Yeah, so if that's all they're doing, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Bubble Snare. Okay, that's actually a little bit annoying. So, because that's our second blue source. I don't think we scale the heights just yet. I think we leave up the Shell Shield. Just in case they have some form of targeted removal. Thankfully, just like with the Nihiri's Binding, the Familiar still gains the life off of the kicked spells. Shadow Stinger. Sure. And I can't do it because I don't have second blue. Okay, so what do I do here? I guess I just scale the heights. Put a counter here. All right. Yep. So that just doesn't happen now. Peachy. But they didn't kill my crab, so that's good. That's strange. Sure. Can I get a blue source? That would be fantastic. Nope. Okay. Can't even kick it. Son of a gun. Alright, so... Well, I actually guess that doesn't matter. I was going to say upkeep, I'm going to bounce this with the Into the Royal, but it actually doesn't matter because then they can just replay it and tap anyway. Well, we are in a bit of a predicament. Okay, so we just block here and bounce something. I guess the flyer. I don't think it really matters too terribly much. Oh, I actually should have bounced the Skitter Sneak in case they have Xerath Sand, so that was just kind of bad play on my part. But thankfully they did not. A second blue. Would you just look at that? I guess I just kick this. Gain a couple life, which is nice. And I will get a Drake, which is also nice. See, they have 12 cards in their deck. So I have that Rolling Royal or whatever it is, the 3-mana Harrow. So that wouldn't be a bad draw. This thing's just kind of keeping us alive right now. No attacks. They didn't have this Bubble Snare, because then I would have been able to have Shell Shield up as well. That's alright. Yep. So, just gonna go like that. Take 4, go to 7. They're at 11 cards. Oh, jeez. They can get an Into the Royal. Vanquish the Weak. Okay, well, I do have the Shell Shield for that, so that's good. It's pretty much all I can do. They're down to 8 cards, which is kind of like 8 life. Like, mill is just kind of like counting, right? Like burn when you're counting to 20 life. You're just counting to like 40-ish cards instead. That has Menace, so I cannot block there. Alright, so what I do... Oh, well, that was kind of dumb, because now they can just kill it in response. Whoopsie daisy. I mean, but otherwise I was dead anyway, so... Oh. Wait. Oh, yeah, because it's 9 no matter how I look at it. Ah, damn. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. So, despite the deck being awesome, and like the best deck that I've drafted in quite a while, we did end up only going 3-3. But it happens. That's just how Magic works. And I'll take it. 3-3, get a good amount of gems, get some packs that I'm going to open for all of you. We're going to see. Do I get the lands that I need to play Standard? No. No, I do not. Nope. That's like the only Mythic land that's not seeing play. The rest of them are. Not this one. That's all right. So let's go back to. Well, so that was the Zendikar draft. Ended up going 3-3. That's perfectly fine. That's still 1,000 gems back. Still get like most of what we put back into it, and a couple of packs, which is always nice. Hopefully, next time I bring in some videos to you, it will be with some standard. Only have a little bit more to go, and I'll be able to get some standard X rolling and ready to go. But otherwise, catch me on stream on Wednesdays and Sundays. One of those will be a Magic Day. Another one will be like an off game, just depending on what's going on, what's popular, what friends are wanting to play, all that kind of stuff. So check me out on there, Gingerbeard Man Gamer. And then also check me out on Instagram at tgingerbeardman. But you all have a great night, and I will see you next week.